What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about Jordan Peterson. Got it. He's a world-renowned Canadian clinical psychologist, cultural critic, and was a professor at the University of Toronto. I was first exposed to Jordan Peterson last year watching the JRE, which is the Joe Rogan Experience, a podcast on YouTube. From then, he taught me so many lessons, from having good character to the significance of religion. Jordan Peterson is my favorite person because of his teachings and his influence on me and millions of others. To start off, let's talk about his background. Jordan Peterson was born June 12, 1962 in Alberta, Canada. He was the eldest child of three to Walter and Beverly Peterson. When he was a teenager, he worked for the New Democratic Party in Canada and felt disenchanted with the party. He left at 18. During his collegiate years, Peterson traveled to Europe where he studied the psychological origins of the Cold War. There he studies the works from Carl Jung, Friedrich Nietzsche, and more, who were very influential. These people created a foundation to show Peterson how horrific it is to think like the 20th century totalitarians. Let's now talk about some of his achievements. Peterson is very credible and has taught at very prestigious schools, as well as writing many critically acclaimed books. He got his doctorate at McGill University with a PhD in clinical psychology. He also did research and taught at Harvard. In 1999, he wrote his first book, Maps of Meaning, The Architecture of Belief. This is a book on religion and beliefs and why they are important to us. So it's that one right there. In 2018, he wrote another book, 12 Rules of Life, An Antidote to Chaos, which is the one right there. This is a book on how to deal with chaos and how to better your lives. Let's talk about his biggest controversy. Peterson is never afraid to speak his beliefs. In 2015, he stirred up a fire in academia by refusing to call transgender students pronouns that are not he or she. He also opposed Canada's Bill C-16, which would fine people for hate speech, which is the refusal to address a transgender person by his preferred pronoun, and more. He doesn't do this out of hate. Instead, he doesn't want to give any room to the postmodernists who were controlling speech and influencing policy in 2015. From this controversy, Jordan Peterson exploded with fame from his teachings. His teachings were revolutionary to me and millions of others. Most of his teachings are geared towards getting your life in order. One of his teachings is to clean your room. Peterson said in a JRE podcast, "If you can't even clean your own room, who the hell are you to give advice to the world?" By starting to clean your room, this is a good way to organize your psyche. He also discusses the significance of the story of the Bible and other revolutionary texts. In conclusion, Peterson devotes his whole life to making people stronger and more formidable to tackle life's hardships. From a controversial event in 2015, Peterson exploded with fame and used it to help people. His book, 12 Rules of Life, An Antidote to Chaos, is just that. This book has helped me understand who I am, and I encourage everybody to research and learn more about Jordan Peterson. He will change your life.